Reaching the Filipinos throughout the world. Bringing closer to home your source of pure OPM hits. Online, www.v81radio.com. From California and the Philippines, this is V81 Radio. All hits, all Pinoy.
The views and opinions expressed by the host do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of those from V81 Radio Management. Furthermore, the views and opinions expressed by the guests and the listeners of this program do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of the host, the co-anchor, its staff, and the management of V81 Radio.
And you're listening to California's All Hits, All Pinoy Internet Radio Station. Kami po ang V81 Radio. Isang magandang Sabado, mga kababayan. And this is your US Visa Law News and FAQs. Alam naman po natin na kapag Sabado, syempre ang inaabangan po ng lahat ang programa ni Atty. Maricar Madrid Crost. And of course, kasama si Gio, US Visa Law News and FAQ. So mga nakikinig sa atin through our website at www.v81radio.com and through our mobile apps available on iTunes and Google Play. And of course, sa mga nakikinig po sa atin through Facebook, alam nyo ba na pwede kayong makinig habang nagfe-Facebook, ano? Just go to our Facebook page and then you will see a tab that says Listen Now. Pag na-click nyo po yan, lalabas po dyan ng player and then actually instant siyang magpe-play, and then you can also chat with us real time and chat also with other listeners all over the world. Okay, so I'm sure you are ready, and don't worry, meron tayong replay nito kung hindi nyo po maaabutan yung ating airing every Saturday. We have a replay every Sunday. That's 6 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Central, and 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Alright? So, andito na po si Atty. Maricar Madrid Crost on the line. Attorney, kamusta po?
Mabuti naman, Gio. And kamusta sa inyo? Magandang araw sa ating mga listeners sa US and throughout the world.
Kamusta po inyong Saturday, Attorney?
Ay, starting early, bright and early.
Tama. And okay, remind lang natin sila na they can still email us kung meron silang mga tanong kahit na hindi po kunyari yung hindi covered ng ating topic for this week, they can still ask questions. All they have to do is to send us an email at questions@madridcross.com o di kaya pumunta sa ating Facebook page ng V81 Radio. Pwede po kayong mag-post ng tanong ho dyan. And don't worry, pinopost din po natin ang mga previous episodes natin dyan sa Facebook page para naman po dun sa mga talagang hindi po kayang makinig every Saturday if they're busy with their work. pwede po niyong pakinggan yung ating replay na yan. Alright, so speaking of previous episodes, i-remind lang natin sila, no? Episode 1, yung ating pilot episode, we discussed about U.S. immigration in general. Tama po, Attorney?
Yes. So, the very thing that I keep emphasizing is being protected from immigration fraud. Kaya, kung may panahon kayong makinig dun sa dating episode, first episode ay, it's a very important thing, how to avoid immigration fraud, and meron kaming top 10 tips on how to avoid immigration fraud.
Tama.
I also introduced yung stopnotariofraud.org, which is a website where people could learn on how to protect themselves para hindi sila maging maloloko ng mga taong hindi otorisadong magbigay ng payo.
Tama, ano. And ng week 2, yung airing natin January 23 was, are you taking the right step toward your immigration goal?
Okay, yeah. Kasi kailangan iplano talaga ang pagpunta sa Amerika. Kasi
Tama.
hindi lang basta-basta pumunta na lang kayo dito as tourists and bahala na, basta't makaalis, yung mga ganon. So, may mga iba't ibang klaseng mga visas na hindi lang tourist visa ang paraan upang makapunta rito. At saka isipin natin, ang tourist visa ay talagang limitado 'yan. And kung ano man yung balak gawin, dapat makipagkonsulta sa isang taong otorisadong magbigay ng payo para malaman kung ano talaga ang dapat visang applyan para hindi magkakaroon ng violations and all that stuff.
Tama.
Or hindi ba ilagay sa mahirap na situation. Say, for example, pumunta dito as tourist, gumastos ng napakaraming pera, tapos very hopeful na kaagad-agad makakapag-change ng status into a working visa. Hindi ganon ang sistema.
Yeah.
There are rules, there's specific timing of certain things, certain applications. Kagaya ng H-1B, dapat sinafile yan ng April 1, magta-take effect lang yan ng October 1. Kung pumasok yung tao ng, like now, January, magiging effective lang yung visa hanggang July. And then, between the period of time, July and October 1st, wala silang status.
Tama.
So, ang nangyayari niyan, they will be asked to exit and then come back with the right visa.
Yan.
So, ganun yung situation.
So, dapat pinaplano talaga lahat.
Yes.
Yeah. Alright. So, this week, ang ating pag-uusapan naman, it's week 3 of the U.S. Visa Law News and FAQs. For this episode, ang pag-uusapan natin this morning, Attorney, is all about?
Well, it's all about working visas, H-1B visas, H-2B visas, and kung ano man yung visas na pwede sa kanilang mga kamag-anak, like, spouse and children, gano'n. May mga iba't ibang klaseng working visas, pero ililimit natin yung discussion ngayon about H-1Bs mostly, kasi malapit na yung April 1.
Oh, tama.
And that's why I think it's good this is just the right time para mabigyan ng information ng mga tao para makapagplano sila for April 1.
Okay. So, later on, meron din tayong caller dito Q&A portion natin, in the program. So, abangan ho nila yan, And then, again, nini-remind natin lahat, you can communicate with Attorney Maricar Madrid Crost through Skype. Ang kanyang Skype ID is US Visa Law, or you can call her office. Ano pong number dyan, Attorney?
Oh, it's toll-free. It's, madaling tandaan, 888-IMMIGRATE. Ang katumbas niyan ay 888-466-4478.
Ayun.
Huwag ko kayong, don't hesitate to call, no? Ako ay very friendly.
Tama, So, again, narinig nyo po, And then, of course, ang lagi naman natin sinasabi dito sa programa, lahat huwag ko kayong matakot dahil all questions are treated confidential.
At kami naman ay taus-pusong tumutulong sa ating mga kababayang nangangailangan ng tulong. Today, we're going to talk about H-1B visas and H-2B visas. And I think mas lalong maliliwanagan sa paraan ng mga questions magmula sa ating mga listeners.
And of course, attorney, tama-tama po, no? We were talking about working visas, H-1B and H-2B visas. Meron ho tayong caller on the line na magtatanong po. We have Elaine on the line. Hello po, Elaine.
Oh, hi.
Taga saan po si Elaine?
From Toronto, Canada.
Okay. Matagal ka na ba dyan sa Canada?
Matagal na. Actually, citizen na nga ako ng Canada.
Oh, kamusta naman po ang mga kababayan natin dyan sa Canada?
Okay naman, although ngayon medyo hindi maganda economy ng Canada. So, maraming mga Canadians ang naghahanap ng opportunities to work in US right now.
Nako po, tama-tama. You came to the right program dahil andito si Attorney Maricar Madrid Crost to help you. Attorney, we have Elaine on the line.
Hi Elaine, kumusta? Thank you naman for listening and for joining our program.
Actually, nabasa ko yung post ng kaibigan ko. So, pinafollow ko nga yung yung program mo. Narinig ko yung first episode nyo sa radio.
Yung how to avoid immigration fraud, ano?
Right. So, I checked with my friend kung kailan yung next episode ng radio program mo. So, inabangan ko talaga siya.
Oy, thank you so much.
Salamat. Nako. Ano ang iyong question?
Yeah, so I'm a Canadian citizen and merong company, nag-apply na ako online, who's willing to sponsor me for a job in US. Anong klaseng visa ba anong type ng working visa ang available for a Canadian citizen?
Okay. Canadian citizen ka. So, you will actually qualify dun sa tinatawag na TN visa. That's under the trade NAFTA. North American Free Trade Agreement. And as long as the position being offered to you is one among those, one in the list of positions that qualify for the TN visa, you can avail of that. And it's pretty easy to avail of the TN visa, actually. As long as merong offer of employment from a U.S. employer and the position qualifies under the North American Free Trade Agreement, pwede kang makapag-apply ng TN visa right at the border, right at the yung tinatawag nilang Class A port of entry. So, say for example, nasa Toronto ka, and you are actually processed sa airport para mabigyan ng TN visa. And then when you come in, then you start working for the employer.
Oh, I see. So, pero yung ino-offer kasi yung position sa akin is marketing consultant. Kasi ito yung ginagawa ko talaga sa Philippines noon. But in Toronto, hindi ko na-practice na market consultant kasi admin yung trabaho ko dito, admin related sa Toronto. Will I still qualify?
Yeah. Of course. Meron kang experience, and I would suppose your education is something along the lines of that marketing consultant or research. Pwede magko-qualify yon under the North American Free Trade Agreement, yung tinatawag na TN visa. So, yung ating mga kababayan, I'm sure there's a lot of kababayan sa Canada na may mga degrees from our country and they qualify for professional positions here. Mag-qualify dun sa TN visa. So, the TN visa is just like, yun yung katumbas ng H-1B visa, pero it is specifically for Canadians and Mexicans under the North American Free Trade Agreement.
Oh, I see. So, is the processing time shorter?
Yes, definitely. Mas mabilis i-process ang TN visa. So, I hope nakatulong ang aking sagot sa iyo, Elaine, and sa ating mga kababayan sa Canada, regards sa inyong lahat.
Maraming salamat, Elaine, for calling. At pagkatapos ng Canada, punta tayo sa New Jersey. Meron tayong caller na magtatanong din kay Attorney Maricar Madrid Crost, and she is Anna Marie from New Jersey. Hello, Anna Marie. Kamusta ka dyan?
Mabuti naman po, Gio. Maraming salamat at inimbitahan mo akong makapagsalita.
Nako po, our pleasure makakatulong sa iyong mga katanungan. Taga saan ka sa Pilipinas, Anna Marie?
Sa Cebu po ako lumaki at sa Cebu din po ako nagtrabaho ng medyo matagal din po.
Hi, Anna Marie. So I heard you're from New Jersey and I hope maayos na yung I know you were affected by the snowstorm and I hope you're safe.
Sa awa naman ng Diyos po, Atty, ay safe naman po kami. Medyo mataas din po ang aming snow pero hindi naman gasi, pwedeng itlaw pa rin.
Oh, I'm glad. So, ano ang inyong tanong?
unang tanong ko, attorney, kasi matagal na po akong nakapagtrabaho dito sa Amerika. Na-recruit lang po kasi ako. Ngayon, may mga kasamahan din po ako doon sa atin na nagtatanong kung paano po sila mag-qualify kasi gusto nila magturo din dito sa Amerika.
Okay. So, I assume mga co-teachers po yun, ano? So, may mga bachelor's degree sila in special ed or science, things like those. So, meron ba silang employer na willing na mag-file para sa kanila ng petition?
Yun nga po, tinatanong din po nila sa akin kung sakasakali may employer ba na mag-petition sa kanila, paano po ang magiging visa nila. Kasi yung isang kasamahan ko po ay science teacher po. Medyo matagal na siya nagtuturo. Higit na po sa 16 anyos na po siya nagtuturo. So, gusto na rin po niyang kapalating dito. So, yun, tinatanong nila sa akin. Sabi ko, ay hindi ho ako eksperto dyan. Magtanong po tayo sa attorney.
Yeah, salamat for asking or for directing them to ask questions from a lawyer kaysa yung mga kaibigan. Kasi, of course, ang laging tendency is to ask yung mga kaibigan, humingi ng payo sa mga kamag-anak, ganon. But we're here to help. So, yung kaibigan mo ay very well qualified para sa H-1B visa. Yung H-1B visa is for professionals, meaning those who are graduates of certain degrees. And yung position naman ay dapat specialty occupation, which is defined as a position that requires a bachelor's degree. And the person who is being petitioned should have the requisite bachelor's degree para magamit in order to carry out the tasks of the position being offered to them. So, in other words, dapat specialty occupation and yung pinapetition ay merong related and requisite degree para dun sa position na yon. At ang kagandahan dito ay maisasama nila ang kanilang spouse and children who are below 21. So, yung H-1B visa holder can bring their family members on an H-4 visa. Yeah, and mag-uumpisa yung processing ng H-1B visa sa April 1. So, dapat ngayon pa lang naghahanap na sila ng employers and make sure na merong real offer of employment. Kasi hindi pwede yung accommodation lang para lang makapunta dito and then wala ring trabahong pupuntahan. Kasi pag walang, the only way to make the H-1B visa work or to maintain the H-1B status is by working for the employer na nagpetition sa kanila.
Correct. Kasi pinapatanong ho kasi sa akin, pakitanong mo naman dyan sa school mo. So kung sa school lang ho namin, nakikita ko, maraming school pa mahigit sa amin na nangangailangan talaga po ng science sa math teacher. Kaya pinatatanong po sa akin.
Yeah. So, salamat sa iyong question. And I think, meron ka pa isang question, di ba?
Meron pa akong pangalawang tanong ko po, attorney. Kasi yung isang kasamahan ko po, dumating siya dito, mga 2006, mga August. Kasama niya yung anak niya. 12 years old pa lang yung bata nung pumasok sila noong August 2006. Ngayon, nakapag-asawa siya ng puti. So, therefore, siya, green card na po siya. Kaya lang yung anak niya ngayon, matapos yung nag-student visa, naputol yata yung pagka-student visa, 22 years old na po yung bata. So, nahirapan po siya. Hindi niya alam ngayon kung anong gagawin para matulungan niya yung anak niya. So, yun po ang pangalawang tanong ko, attorney.
Yeah, the good thing is there's hope for that child. Kasi, pumasok siya before 2007. And sabi mo 12 years old pa lang siya noon. So, definitely magka-qualify siya dun sa tinatawag na DACA, yung Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals. So, unfortunately, it's unfortunate na hindi niya na ipagpatuloy yung kanyang student visa, pero pwede siya mag-apply ngayon ng employment card through DACA. Yung DACA hindi nakakapagbigay ng status, but at the same time makakapagtrabaho dahil pag na-approve yung DACA makakakuha siya ng employment card.
Ganun po. Sige po.
Oo.
Alam ko nakikinig po yung kaibigan ko, kaya matutuwa po siya.
Okay. Well, so sabihin mo sa kaibigan mo to ask the help of a lawyer para matulungan ng husto.
Oo, ganun po ang lagi kong sinasabi, attorney. Kasi sabi ko, bakit kayo sa akin magtatanong? Sabi ko,
okay. Thank you for sharing that.
Maraming salamat, Gio. Sa palagay ko, yun lang po ang tanong ko.
Well, thank you so much. And keep warm.
All right.
Okay. Thank you, attorney. Thank you, Gio.
Salamat, Anna Marie. And thank you, Anna Marie. And she's calling all the way from New Jersey. Magbabalik ho tayo. You're still listening to U.S. Visa Law News and FAQs. Kasama ko po si Attorney Maricar Madrid Crost right here on V81 Radio.
U.S. Visa Law News and FAQs with Attorney Maricar Madrid Crost on V81 Radio. California's all hits, all Pinoy internet radio station. You're on V81 Radio. Are you fond of traveling? Do you want to explore? Come with us and explore the best places in the world. Pinoy to go. Soon on V81 Radio. U.S. Visa Law News and FAQs with Attorney Maricar Madrid Crost on V81 Radio.
And we're back dito sa ating US Visa Law News and FAQs. Ako po si Gio. Sa mga late po na nakinig, you are listening to the program kung saan po ay, this is a 30-minute program wherein pinag-uusapan po natin ang iba't ibang issues, laws, and processes about U.S. immigration. Of course, kasama natin ang ating batikang abogado na si Attorney Maricar Madrid Crost. Okay, so Attorney, naalala ko nung episode 1, sinabi mo na yung immigration is parang alphabet soup na may letters. So ngayon nasa H1B visas. So kanina pinapakinggan ko yung mga callers natin. Until now parang medyo naguguluhan pa rin po ako, no? So can you tell us more, or can you tell me more about H1B visas?
Okay. I'm glad to tell you more about the H1B visas. Ang H1B visa ay visa na ginagamit para sa mga professionals na who are being offered a specialty occupation. Ano bang ibig sabihin ng specialty occupation? Yun ang mga occupations na nangangailangan ng bachelor's degree or higher. So, kung mga positions that do not require an H1 bachelor's degree, hindi sila magka-qualify sa H1B. May mga ibang types of visas that may be applicable para dun sa mga positions na yon. And we can discuss that later on as well.
Okay.
So, ang pinaka-importante sa H1B, dapat yung entry-level degree required for that particular position is a bachelor's degree. At saka, hindi basta-bastang degree para sa isang type of position. For instance, hindi pwedeng ikaw ay accountant and then you expect to be working as something else. So, ganun. So, dapat magkatumbas yung offer of employment at saka yung tinapos ng isang H-1B beneficiary.
So, kailangan kung accountant ka, so dapat ang i-offer sa'yo mo parang ganun din sa field mo. So, hindi pwedeng... Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. So you're getting it.
Okay, yeah, I know.
Now, so that would be the first thing to consider, no? Pagka mag-apply ng H-1B. Ngayon, there are certain conditions ng H-1B application. Meron tinatawag na LCA, yung Labor Condition Application, na dapat gawin ng isang employer. These are attestations actually na dapat magbabayad ng sapat. Kung there's a wage library, which is available actually sa internet and doon sa site ng US Department of Labor. And merong mga iba't ibang klaseng occupations, may mga iba't ibang klaseng salaries based on the extent of the requirements, yung responsibility ng particular position. So, importante na dapat yung employer must be willing to pay the salary. At the same time, dapat yung employer must have the financial ability to pay the wages. Kasi posibleng hingin ng immigration yung proof na yung employer ay willing na magbayad ng wages na yun.
At kayang bayaran yung employer na yan, employee na yan, sorry.
Oo. At bawal na bawal yung binabayaran kayo ng mas maliit compared to what was written on the
contract, parang
on the application. Kasi that would be considered parang there's no bona fide offer of employment.
Oh, okay.
And then sasabihin hindi talaga available yung position na yun. Yeah. At number 3, dapat kung ano yung responsibilities na nakasulat sa papel, dapat yun ang magiging trabaho. Hindi pwedeng sasabihin you'll be working as a business analyst and then yun pala you'll end up working as a clerk.
Bawal na bawal yan.
Yeah. So dapat magiging aware ang ating mga kababayan tungkol sa mga patakaran ng H-1B.
Kasi yun ang minsan na, nakikita natin sa balita na parang yung iba no choice na rin, yung iba parang sabi na, sige, okay na lang kasi kaysa sa wala, parang ganon. So, example kung mga ganon po, attorney, sinong sumbungan nila, ano bang pwedeng gawin nila? Kunyari.
Well, kailangan pumunta sa yung tungkol sa mga wages and hours, merong tinatawag na Wage and Hour Division ng Department of Labor and pwedeng magsumbong doon.
Okay.
Sana hindi ba karating sa ganung punto, no?
Oo, tama.
Kasi, it's just best to be fair to treat each other fairly. Kumbaga.
Tama.
At ganun din, just like what I mentioned, yung hours na nakalagay dun sa petition, dapat masusunod. Kasi yung petition, tinatanong kung yung position ba ay full-time or yung position ba ay part-time. Yung ganun ba?
Okay.
So, dapat sinusunod yun. Isa pa, kung sakaling hindi nagka-igi at yung position and na-terminate, dapat yung the employer is really obligated to offer a return ticket.
Oh, okay. So kung hindi na available yung position na yon,
or kung na-terminate yung employee, obviously pag hindi na nagtatrabaho yung employee, they lose their status, so they have to return to the home country, or to leave the United States, ganon. It doesn't matter kung saan sila pupunta, pero
dapat mag-exit.
Dapat mag-exit, ganon. So if ang reason for the employer-employee relationship has ended is termination, dapat yung employer magbigay ng return ticket sa employee. There are certain fees na dapat binabayaran ng employer at bawal na mag-reimburse yung employee. Kasi that's another no, it's a violation. Hindi dapat pinapa-reimburse ng employee yung mga fees, government fees na dapat binabayaran ng employer. There's a limitation of 65,000 visas para sa H-1B, and part of that really is allocated para sa yung tinatawag na H-1B1 visas for citizens of Singapore and Chile. So, yung 65,000 na yan, hindi lahat mapupunta sa mga, applicants sa iba't ibang countries.
Okay.
So talagang napaka-limited yung H-1B visa. And over the years, ang nangyayari, nagkakaroon ng lottery system. Yung mga applications na natanggap within the first 5 business days of April, yun yung nilalagay sa lottery. So, kung sino man yung the first 65,000 na pick, yun na ang ipaprocess.
Yun na. So kung hindi ka nakasama doon, mag-aantay ka na naman ulit next year. Parang ganon.
Next year. Pero in the next episodes, tatalakayin natin yung mga, ang mga pwedeng gawin kung hindi pinalad at hindi na-pick yung application. So, we will discuss those things.
Ay, maganda, exciting. So, meron pa talagang solusyon. Okay.
Oh, yeah, of course. And we've done that a lot. So, now, ang pinaka is, kung pala rin man, ay makakapag-umpisang magtrabaho sa October 1. And they could bring their family members, so a spouse and children, or children below 21 of an H-1B principal beneficiary. The spouse and children can come in on an H-4 visa. Now, hindi makapagtrabaho ang H-4 na spouse or H-4 children. However, down the road, pag pinaprocess na yung green card application, eventually, pag na-approve yung immigrant petition, doon makakapag-apply ng working visa yung H4 na spouse.
Okay, so dyan lang muna kayo. Bibitinin namin kayo dahil we'll be right back with more of US visa law news and FAQs. Ako po si Gio, kasama natin si Attorney Maricar Madrid Crost, only right here on V81 Radio.
US visa law news and FAQs with Attorney Maricar Madrid Crost on V81 Radio. This new year, abangan ang mga bagong programa as we welcome 2016. Programs focusing on U.S. immigration laws, U.S. visa law, news, and FAQs with Attorney Maricar Madrid Crost. Segments promoting tourism in the Philippines. Pinoy to go. The top hits of today. This is it. V81 Radio's Top 10 Countdown. The latest news here and around the globe. V81 News Tonight. At ang ating mga modern day heroes. OFW Online. New programs, informative segments, and the best of Pinoy music coming to you this 2016. Only here on V81 Radio. All hits, all Pinoy. U.S. visa law, news, and FAQs with Attorney Maricar Madrid Crost on V81 Radio.
And we're back dito sa ating US visa law news and FAQs. Again, dun po sa mga kakatune in pa lang po, this program is happening every Saturday. That's 9 o'clock Pacific, 11 Central, and then 12 noon Eastern Time. Okay? May replay po ito every Sunday. That's 6 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Central, and then 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Sa Pilipinas, mapapakinggan ito madaling araw ng Sunday. Yun pong live airing. And then the replay, Monday 10 ng umaga. Okay, so kung hindi kayo, I'm sure tulog po ang mga kababayan natin na sa Pilipinas by Sunday ng madaling araw, you can still listen to this program 10 o'clock Monday po, Philippine time. Okay, now let's go to H-2B visas. Ano po ito, attorney?
Okay. Well, of course, pinakamadaling paraan para makapag-explika tungkol through the questions of our listeners. Now, meron isang POEA accredited recruiter sa Pilipinas. Now, POEA, alam naman natin, lahat ng mga Pilipino alam naman ang POEA, no? Sila yung mga in charge sa mga OFWs, gano'n. So, ang tanong paano daw ma-place yung mga golf caddies o kaya mga workers sa mga resorts, whether they're summer resorts or ski resorts, or yung mga workers sa mga hotels, yung mga, yung mga staff sa mga hotels, paano daw, at saka yung mga landscapers, gano'n. Well, itong mga positions na to ay pwede mag-qualify din sa tinatawag na H-2B. Yung H-2B visa is a temporary visa for workers dun sa mga seasonal types of work. Yung mga non-agricultural seasonal type of work. Ganon. So, H-2B yan. Kung agricultural, by the way, merong tinatawag na H-2A visa para sa mga agricultural workers naman yun. Yung mga fruit pickers, yung mga magtatrabaho sa mga poultry, sa mga kung ano bang agricultural type of work. Anyway, going back to the H-2B visas, itong mga visa na to, by the way, pwede rin yung mga construction workers, yung mga, at saka yung mga welders sa mga oil and gas companies, yung mga ganyan. So, the H-2B visas really are for positions na seasonal. O kaya, kung in the manufacturing sense, kung merong peak load ng isang manufacturer at wala silang mahanap ng mga workers dito, yan, pwede
so
rin
pwede
yan.
kukuha sila sa ibang country. So ang nababagay dyan are H-2B visas.
Yes. Tapos meron din yung mga one-time need lang. For example, meron isang employee na vital employee, and say kinailangan magkaroon ng maternity leave. So may one-time need for that particular type of worker, and then pagbalik ng from maternity leave, and the person, matatapos na yung position na yon.
Okay.
Yun yung mga types of situations na
so temporary siya. Very temporary, Okay, so yan po napaka interesting, and then of course sana po nakatulong doon po sa mga may balak magtrabaho dito, and then of course alam niyo naman po anong bagay sa inyo, whether it's H-1B or H-2B. So I hope meron kayong I'm sure ako talaga na meron natutunan sa ating episode na to. Expect more of exciting topics in the coming weeks dito sa ating programa, Attorney. Tama?
Oh yeah, marami tayong mga pag-uusapan at hindi na uubusan.
Tama.
ng topics kasi napakaraming questions talaga. I mean, may mga sometimes I'm amazed by the various questions. By the way, I also answer questions avo.com, avvo.com. And people can actually just post their questions, lawyers can answer, ganon. At kung gusto niyo man ako sumagot, magpadala kayo ng email sa akin.
Tama. Yes.
Ang aking email address ay mc@madridcrost.com. Or questions@madridcrost.com.
Okay, so they can also add you on Skype. Baka gusto nilang in-encourage namin kung meron diyang gustong magtanong, caller natin.
Yeah, ang aking Skype ID ay US Visa Law. So kahit saan man kayo, whether you're in Europe, you're in Canada, Australia, or the Philippines, or wherever, pwede kayong mag-Skype. We can have a Skype conversation. That's not a problem.
Okay.
It's almost as if you're in my office and I'm answering your question.
Tama, parang nasa harap mo lang si attorney, nag-uusap.
So, tumawag lang ho kayo sa 888-IMMIGRATE. That's within the United States. It's a toll-free number. It's 888-466-4478. And if you're outside the United States, just send us an email. We can set up a Skype appointment, and then pwede tayo mag-usap.
Tama. And also, you can visit the Madrid Crost Law Group website. It's www.madridcrost.com. Before tayo magpaalam, attorney, you may want to greet your friends na nakikinig all over the world. I'm sure marami.
I'm sure marami ko mga kaibigan. So, binabati ko kayong lahat. At mahirap magsabi ng mga pangalan. Baka mamaya may makalimutan na at galit pa sa akin.
May magtampo,
So, lahat ng mga kaibigan and lahat ng mga hindi ko pa nami-meet and to meet in the future, please tune in. Please let your friends know about this program. And talagang, this is like an interactive learning. So, kung may mga questions man kayo, I'm sure may mga makikinabang sa inyong questions. So, please be encouraged to send in your questions.
Alright. So, again, dun sa mga hindi po naabutan, example, hindi nyo naabutan yung replay ng programang ito, don't worry dahil sa Facebook page ng V81 Radio and then sa Facebook page din po ng Madrid Crost Law Group and on the website ni attorney ay meron ho tayo dyang parang replay audio, parang it's parang on demand na sabihin natin yung mga previous episodes. Okay, so after yung airing na to, yung live airing is ina-upload natin yan sa social media. So still, you can listen sa mga previous episodes para at least, alam nyo po kung ano pong mga na dapat nyo gawin na makakatulong po sa inyo, and then you can share it sa inyong mga friends, and of course to let them know that this program ay makakatulong para sa kanila.
And thank you sa V81 Radio.
Alright, so until next week, kung kayo po ay nabitin, and don't worry, we will be back again next week, same time, dito po sa V81 Radio. Ako po si Gio.
And this is Atty. Maricar, Madrid Crost. At tandaan, our inspiration is your success.
Kung kailangan